One of the most common questions I see people ask about the GMAT online is, how do I go from a 600 to a 650? Or how do I go from a 650 to a 700? Or I'm stuck at 710. How do I get to a 760? And really the truest answer is pattern recognition. The difference between someone getting a 600 and a 650 is usually that they're not recognizing enough things on a new test that they've seen in previous practice problems, previous study sessions, or on previous exams. Now this is particularly true if you're already scoring at a high level, let's call it 680 and above, and you're trying to get to that elite level of 700, 730, or 750. The difference between someone getting a 700 and someone getting a 760 is that the person getting a 700 is probably recognizing things on new exams that they've seen in previous practice sessions about 50% of the time. So usually 1 out of every 2 questions is at least somewhat familiar, and they can quickly move to the appropriate strategy. That's different than someone getting a 760 who's probably recognizing about 2 out of 3 questions and being able to associate those 2 out of 3 questions with something they've seen before. The test, by and large, is just more familiar to an elite scorer. Now, if you're stuck in the 600 range, then you might only be recognizing things 10 to 30% of the time that you've seen on previous exams. And if you're stuck below 600, you probably are struggling with the core content. You just don't know the material that's tested well enough, or you're really struggling with your timing strategy. If you're having timing trouble, content trouble, or you want to get better with your pattern recognition, click the link in our bio and listen to our podcast episode called GMAT Quant, What Everyone Should Know. I'll walk you through a ton of detail, and if you need more help after that, feel free to shoot us a DM and we'll be happy to advise.